Hello, all my fire signs. Welcome to your weekly reading for the week of September 19th through September 26th. Of course, if you're watching this outside of that time frame, I would trust your gut and know that Spirit has brought you here for a message, because they are outside of time and space, so they don't care what time it is. If you were nudged here, then I would definitely watch, because there's a message for you. If you are watching this between September 19th and September 26th, this, of course, is for all my Aries, my Leo, my Sagittarians, no matter where it is at in your chart. During this week, the big energy that I want to talk about is on September 20th, which is the Pisces full moon. So, already beautiful, full moon energy, and then you just amplify that with the Pisces connection to the other side. They're very much connected to their intuition and to hearing messages from the other side. So beautiful, beautiful energies around this for this week. I did record separate videos for each of the zodiac signs for this full moon. So I'll throw that link at the end of this video here to the playlist for it. So if you want to check that out, I would really encourage you to do so. Beautiful, beautiful energies. But for this week, we're also going to see what the Creator wants you to know, all of my fire signs. And we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Oracle E Oracle deck, of course. We're just going to see what the Creator wants you to know about the overall energies for the week. And one more time. All right, Creator, so for our fire signs, what do you want them to know about this coming week? What would you like them to know? What heads up do you want to give them? All right, like this is the one right here. Yep, number 7, leaping in love. So definitely a time of acting on your passions in your life towards your dreams or toward an individual, whatever that passion is inside you, for life, for love. It says Romeo and Juliet, Bogey and Bacall. They've got nothing on you. It's romance time, whether it's a new partner or falling more deeply in love with your own rock star life. Become besotted with your dream. Act as if it has already happened. Everything, as they say, is coming up roses, only this time without the thorns. So yeah, definitely about focusing this beautiful energy, and of course around a full moon anyway, anything we're focusing on is exaggerated and expanded, right? So whatever emotion, if we're feeling sad, sadness is going to be expanded. If we're feeling happy, happiness is going to be expanded. If we're feeling our passion and focusing on our passion, then that's expanded. And then take all that and multiply it like by 10, with this Pisces emotional energy, and it just amplifies it even more. So definitely an emotional week, depending on what you focus on. And this is an encouragement from the Creator to focus on the positive, passionate things for your life that you're wanting, that stuff that makes your heart sing and your soul sing. Focus on that, because this is going to allow you to use that energy to it's like this energy wave that allows you to move forward very easily because of that. So it's perfect timing. We're also going to use these Chinese tarot and just see what else the Creator wants you to know about this upcoming week. And a side message before they want me to pull a card here is also, when you understand your passions, really understand and let it be what truly makes your soul sing, not what makes your soul feel like safe. Because there's a fine line between wanting something so badly out of fear of being rejected or feeling if you don't get it, you're not lovable, and this joy, this amazingness that's not connected to expectations from the outside world. It's truly this connection with your inner soul, and focus on that passion, not this, like I said, it has this fear and expectation kind of energy attached to it, which is the shadowy side. And that they're like, yeah, you don't want more of that. That's just it's like eating something that makes you hungrier. And so you eat more of it to make you more hungrier. And you then eat more and more and more of it, which makes you more and more hungrier, because it's stuff that doesn't satisfy you. But this soul food is what they're talking about. All right, Creator, what else do you want our fire signs to know about this week? What else would you like our fire signs to know? Okay. These two right here. And any others? Okay. There we go. So definitely a couple more here. So the first card you have here is the Seven of Cups. And I love this because, this is about your emotions and understanding what you truly want. So, the message I was having is like, well, what do I want? These are all the things that you're told you're supposed to expect and want in life. And so you see they're dreaming and going, what is my passion? So, with this leaping in love, it's like, well, I want to leap towards something, but I want to, leap toward that which is truly going to make me happy, what's truly going to make me feel whole. So definitely take some time to really dig into that, because this is that card. So that's why they wanted me to talk about it before I pulled it, because this is definitely confirmation of what I just mentioned there. Yeah. And then you have the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is about, they're looking at these things here that cups that have been spilled, the cups that you've drank from, that you're still thirsty, you're still quenching. The cups, Five of Cups is like making sure you to take the time on what you have experienced in your life. This is about emotions again, right? So it's the emotions that you've experienced in the past. A lot of times when we get this card, we focus on, well, turn around, there's two cups and go that way. But for this reading, because of what we're talking about here and identifying what it is truly that you are passionate about, look back at the old things, the old things that you had and you drank from that didn't fulfill you. You're like, okay, I want to look at those, and why did I want those? What opinion from the outside world was telling me that this is who I, should be, who I'm supposed to be, what I need to have, what I'm supposed to have, what I have to have, right? And when you go back and look at those, and then you're like, you know what? Those things did not serve me. Well, they served you for that time, right? Because they showed you what you thought you wanted, and when you got it, you're like, well, no, that's not what I want. So you can kind of look back at like, well, when I did what, how does it go? When I do what I always did, I get what I always got. So if you look and go, well, do I still want that? Because when I got it, that's not what I wanted, right? And so this is very much about focusing in then on because usually there's 3 cups that have been spilled. And in this one, yeah, there are 3 cups. That one just didn't look like that to me, but yeah, there's 3 cups that are spilt, and then you have this cup that you have in your hands here. And I love that because the Ace of Cups represents the chalice, the Holy Grail, and what is in there is those living waters that do quench your thirst, and that is the unconditional love of the Creator of all things, the Mother and Father of all things. And you find that by turning within, and that's what happens with this outside stuff, is it disappoints you over and over and over again. And when you're disappointed enough, eventually you turn inward, because you're like, I just can't find what I'm looking for out there. And it's like, yeah, look in here. And so you take that time to look inside, and you find that higher connection, and you find the waters that truly quench your thirst like nothing else in this life. So this is definitely this internal reflection of your emotions to find out what you truly want out of life, what your passion is. And then that's when you make this leap forward with that. And then you have the 10 of coins. So yeah, definitely success, abundance, feeling gratitude and thankfulness, just feeling like there is nothing you need. You're riding this beautiful, this is like our hungry inner animal, and you're successfully riding it. And you've got your, this, like your Ace of Wands here, or the Ace of Swords too. You have the energy, and you have the thoughts and beliefs. You're cutting away things that no longer serve you. And when you go through this beautiful transformation that, it's talking about here, when you are looking outside of yourself for all your fulfillment and all these emotional needs, and you have the disappointment, you always are feeling like this lack in life, like I'm never getting what I need, because you have this, when I get this, then I'll be happy, right? But when you find this inner love with this Ace of Cups, then you feel whole and complete. And then anything on the outside of you, you don't feel lack anymore. You feel everything is extra. It's above and beyond, because you already have everything you need inside your own heart, right? So when you look outside, it's like, oh, this is extra, 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 extra. It's just abundance. And this feeling that comes is like, I already have everything I need. And all this other stuff is just like, wow. And so you move from this feeling of lack, and you leap forward in this loving feeling. And then you just feel like you're filling up and overflowing, right? And you're not giving to everyone else first, feeling exhausted, expecting that they're going to give back to you, and then they don't, right? So this is this beautiful where you fill up and you feel whole and complete. You are full, you are healthy, you are abundant, and then everyone else just gets the overflow, which is beautiful. And then lastly, you have so Ace of Staves, which is Ace of Wands. So that's exactly what I was talking about too. So this is the new spark, the wands are usually like your drive, your ambitions, your aha inspiration, but also is your spiritual energy, because that's where it comes in from. So you have this beautiful, beautiful energy that's expanding and just exploding within you too, that I love the clarity that's going to come to you this week, because of all this inner reflection you have. And then because all this energy that you were investing on the outside to obtain those things you thought that you were supposed to obtain to make you happy, right? All these cups that are spilt over. Once you find out what it is that you're passionate about, all that energy that you've been investing in things comes back to you, and you can focus it in this direction of your passions. And so this is like your magic wand that you get to use to focus all that energy into that direction. Love, love, love it. And then lastly, we're going to pull a card here from the Spirit Junkie deck. And this is going to be your final message for the week here. And one more time. All right, Creator, what's your final message for our fire signs for this week, please? Okay, this one right here. It says, I can forgive people quickly, release my resentment, and set myself free. Beautiful, beautiful. Rainbow energy just flying out from within you there. So yeah, definitely, this, and I know when we hear that word forgive, it's, when we've been hurt, And, we've had these feelings of hurt anyway in our past. We're like, oh my God, I cannot forgive them. That means they're going to get away with it. And then they're just going to do it again. Well, the beautiful thing is that forgiveness is for us. We hold those feelings within ourselves. The feelings aren't out here, and our feelings don't go off into the other person. Our feelings live within our heart, right? All these cups, all these feelings that live within ourselves. And when we, it's like take poison and go, that's going to hurt them. You're just like, no, it's just going to impact your body. It's going to bring dis-ease to yourself because, like I mentioned, all this energy that you're using to uphold and maintain these grudges and the resentments and the fear, all that is bubbling and gurgling within us. So when we forgive, it's us releasing the wrath. It's us releasing the power that we're allowing it to have over defining our worth and who we are. So when we release those resentments, like it says, you set yourself free. And when you release the wrath, it just means like, you know what? It is, I'm choosing me. It's healthier for me to let that go. And I'm smart enough, and I know that I am never going to let that happen to myself again. I'm not going to forget it because I have learned from it, and I know what I'm going to allow for myself. I'm going to only allow myself to be treated a certain way. And then you focus in on loving yourself. And having these, boundaries on what you're going to allow other people's actions to mean about you, right? You're the one that gets to control that. There's a lot of opinion out there on what that's supposed to mean about you. If someone cheated on me back in the day, the popular opinion was, oh, I'm supposed to be hurt and devastated, and that means I'm unworthy, because if I was worthy, they wouldn't cheat on me. That's my beautiful beliefs I had back then, and they were delicious and full of a lot of anxiety and a lot of shadowy emotions. They served their purpose. One of the spilled cups, right? It served its purpose. But now, I don't look at other people's actions defining myself. First, I look at it and go, okay, you are my teacher. I have asked you to show something about how I feel about myself until I see it. So any emotions that come up within me are my own triggers, my own thing to look at. Because if somebody comes up to me and goes, you're worthless, if I believe it inside myself, then I'm going to buy into their opinion. If I don't believe that, when they go, you're worthless, and I go, aren't you cute? Boo, that you think I'm worthless. That's okay. And I actually see that their reflection is them reflecting how they feel about themselves. And so I have like, oh, you feel unworthy? And they're like, no, I was talking about you. And I'm like, oh, I love you, because you're seeing that everything that's spewing out of their life and their mouth is all about how they feel about themselves, right? And so this beautiful transformation happens, and you do set yourself free when you no longer, harbor all that resentment like it's talking about, and have that growing and churning inside you. It cleanses it, it purifies you, and you have this beautiful light and love, and like I said, this free energy as well. So I love that, because it does reflect in here in your cups, and that does allow you to leap forward in your self-love, which is so important, because you don't see the world as it is, you see the world as you are. And if you only love yourself this much, that's how much love you can give to the world, and that's how much love you can receive from the world. So as you expand your self-love, you're able to receive more and more love from the outside world, but you're actually able to give so much more to the outside world as well. So beautiful revelations about your love this week, and I'm excited for you. Just know as you go throughout each and every day this week that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And remember, if you want to check out that Pisces full moon reading, that link will be here or here somewhere. So just click on that and that'll take you to the playlist. You can choose your sign. I also put out like monthly readings by zodiac sign and new moon and full moon readings of all kinds, and different readings throughout the month. So if you haven't done so already and you want to get notified when those come out, just make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. And then that'll make this little bell appear here, and then just click on that bell and you'll get notified when those come out. So I am loving this for you, and I love you dearly. You have an awesome week, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. You take care.